Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. In this tutorial, we are going to learn my top 10 AI tools that you can use for anything, okay, for content creation, for presentation generation, for learning how to record or enhance your voices, and many other ones that you should not skip in this 2025. So I hope you will enjoy it. It's going to be a long tutorial, but we're going to cover most of them in detail. So without taking much of our time, let's get started. Now to access ChatPDF, all you need is to come to your browser anywhere and just type in Google, and you can just go ahead and search for ChatPDF. Just like so, you don't enter. And it will bring you over to this very platform. You can see chatpdf.com over here. You can just click and it will bring you over to this very platform. Join millions of students, researchers, and professionals to instantly answer questions and understand research with AI. Directly, you can just go ahead and drag and drop your PDF files, or you can browse from your computer or from any URL where the PDF document is located. For this tutorial, we're going to directly bring in from my computer, but then let's look at some of the things that you can do with ChatPDF. It's available for students, for researchers, and for professionals, or multi-file chats. If you want to do multi-file chat, you can create folders to organize your files and chat with multiple PDFs in one single conversation, which is very good for writing papers and writing different kind of documents that you may have multiple documents coming with it. Cited sources, you can have your cited sources. Answers contain references directly on their source in the original PDF document. No more flipping up pages. These are very interesting things, and it comes in with many language. You can try any language worldwide. It's acceptable. You can do it with any language, as you can see from here. So it functions more or less like the normal ChatGPT, but then this one is quite specific as it interacts directly with the PDF. So let's start with uploading a PDF from my computer. We can just say have this PDF. All right, so let's say I have this PDF. I can just open it. So let's just give it some seconds to finish the upload. So you can see right now it has uploaded the paper from one side. You can see you can always start a new chat from here, and you can upgrade to Plus if you're interested. You can create a new folder where you can upload all of your papers very easily. And then this is the paper that you're working with. You can be able to see this is a chat area. This is where the prompting area. This is the prompting area where you can send in your prompt about this very paper that we're talking about. So you can see it's already recognized that it is one of 24 pages. This paper is 24 pages in total. You have option to drag and drop other things from here. You can search directly from the paper contents from here directly. Now over here you have the option to share the chat if you want to share, or you can rename a particular chat if you want, and you can export the chat directly to your system, or reset a particular chat, or delete that chat at any given point. So let's start with some basic questions about this paper that you can see. So let's ask it some very basic questions. So the first question I have here is, can you summarize the main findings of this research paper? So let's see what it's going to do. Very fast and very accurate. You can see pretty fast. It has given us a summary. This research paper is a novel approach to flood modeling by coupling a full 2D hydrodynamic model with hydrological models. The main findings include these. These are the main findings, and this is exceptionally correct, which means you don't have to flip through all the paper, all the pages to understand the equations, to understand everything, and then to get to the end of it all and try to find out the findings. You can just literally just chat with the PDF directly on your own. So you can ask it, you can be as specific as you want. What is the main of this paper? You can just ask and you're going to see the answer. It's pretty very fast. The main aim of the paper is to develop and present a new coupled hydrological and hydrodynamic model, which is very fantastic and very correct. So let's ask some more specific questions about this paper. So let's see, what methodology did the authors use in this study? So you can click and just let's see. Yeah, the authors use this methodology: model development, division of computational domains, runoff calculations, routine with unit hydrograph, simulations of flood event, performance and evaluation. This is exactly what was done in the paper. I've read it complete. This is marvelous, I can say. And you know what even marvels me the most is the speed at which it quickly interacts with the paper paper and gives you whatever you want directly. Yeah, so let's see some more. So let's see this question. Can you explain the significance of the results discussed in the discussion section? This is so direct. So let's see. This is very technical. Without you knowing about the paper, there's no way you can answer this question. And you can see it has given us exceptional answers directly from the manuscript. So what it's saying is, and one thing that actually marvels me in this report, in this response, is the location of the references. You can see, scroll to page 15 and you'll find this information. Scroll to page 18, you will find some of this information. Scroll to page 1 to page 16, you should be able to find some things about this. Yeah, so this is very interesting. Once you click, you will be able to scroll to that particular page and you'll be able to find those information that it has summarized directly. You can see, scroll to page 20 and you can find some of the answers to that. You can see, scroll to page 1, and as you click, it just quickly moves to that page easily and very, very fast. That's one marvelous things I like about this. So it's really, really wonderful. It's up to you to harness it to see what you can use it actually for. So let's try one more thing. Let's upload another paper. Let's say we upload this a different paper. So let's give it some seconds to finish the upload. All right, and you can see right now we're excited to share our insights with you on this same paper. So this is a different paper. I can ask the same question. For example, I can say, can you explain the significance of the result discussed on the discussion point here? You can say, just hit and enter, and it's going to give you directly results. You can see perfectly, and it has just given you the results accordingly. You can hit and move to the pages where those informations are contained. So this is exceptionally useful, especially for researchers and people who want to do report writing or consult different multiple documents at the same time. So let's look at, you can always refer back to the chart, okay, by just clicking. You can see this is the previous chart, this is the next one. You can always move on, and if you want to download or export this, you can always come over here. You can export the chart, and with just one click, you can see it's been output. You just have the output directly in .txt. Yes, you can see it. You can now copy your result and paste it somewhere, maybe within your Word document, and you can continue your further processing.
AiApply is an innovative platform that is designed with AI and machine learning to revolutionize the job application process. Whether you are a recent graduate, a career changer, or a seasoned professional, this platform has something for everyone. As far as you want to expand, improve yourself in terms of job application, you can find something very useful for yourself. This is a tool that you can use to apply for jobs, to search for jobs and apply them directly with just very simple clicks. So it can help you to get specific cover letter and resumes. You can rewrite your resumes to suit a particular job offer, because I find myself mostly when I want to apply for a job, you have to rewrite or readjust some component of your resume to suit that particular position that you are trying to apply to. And sometimes you have to keep writing different kind of job offer, maybe cover letter that are job specific. So in each job you want to apply, you may need to rewrite your cover letter consistently, continuously. Okay, and that can be very, very hectic. And even your emails that you write to the employers, sometimes you have to be very specific about the position, trying to highlight your skills and so on. But with this tool, you'll be able to, with just very simple clicks, it can help you by just taking up your resume. It can generate job-specific cover letters for you, generate resumes that are job-specific directly, and then it can give you follow-up instant emails as well that are still related to that particular job. So we're going to learn the basics, how to start it and how to use it effectively. There are many features, but for this tutorial, we are going to just cover some of the basics, like generating job-specific cover letter, job-specific resumes, and job-specific follow-up emails. Okay, you can be able to generate all this. So other features that you can have are, this is the first one, the job application kit, which includes cover letter, resume, and the contact information of HR. You can get all this. And you can get AI job interview and answers specific questions to related to a particular job. You can get that as well. The resume builder, which I'm going to show you how to use. The AI cover letter, also you can learn how to use, apply to jobs on autopilot. You can create autopilots to apply for different jobs. So global job board, you can have access and you can automate the process. That's the most important, automating the process of application and resume hosting. You can host your resume and effortlessly connect you with different kind of jobs automatically. Okay, interview body, you will learn quite a lot, and resume translator, you can translate your resumes as it is to any language of your choice. So let's start with the most basic, which is the job search kit or job application kit. You can access the website by just coming to AiApply.co to just bring you over here. You can check the link in the description to apply, and then you can come over here to sign in directly, and you have these much options. You can sign up with your email and password, or you can sign up with your Google account. If you have any, you can just go ahead and sign up. Now, let me go ahead and sign up, and I will meet you at the other side. Now, once you sign up, you will be opted to this very page where you have to upload your resume, or you can get your data from LinkedIn. Most times you have to fill up all your details from LinkedIn, so it becomes easy to export your CV directly from LinkedIn. You can easily connect these two. So in this case, we're going to upload my resume, and then we can just start using it. So let's go ahead and select upload resume. These are the file formats they specify: PDF and .docs. Okay, so let's click here to just navigate to my system where we have this CV, and you can just import it or upload it directly. So let's say I'm going with this CV, the simple one. Okay, I'm just clicking open to just go ahead and open it. Now let's give it some seconds to finish uploading and arranging my details on the platform. All right, so you can see right now from the CV I've provided, it has picked in this full name and the job title that I have currently. And then, for example, my location at the moment is set it to London. You can change it to my current location, which is Zaria, Nigeria, for example. And then you can have experience level. This is senior. You can change it to mid or early entry, depending on you. And then you can have minimum salary that you want to request. By default, it put in 80,000, but you can change. And then the job type, do you want full-time or part-time job? You can just go ahead and search accordingly. And once everything is done here and it is what you like, you can just go ahead and click on save to save this. And you can see it has given you saved, and you can close directly. You'll be prompted and brought into this very platform. Now, you have the option to use your saved resume, which is what I'm going to do for this first instance. And then you can go ahead and paste in the link to the job search that you want to apply. For example, let's say we have this website, Jobberman, and we have this specific job, project engineer, that I want to apply, for example. And then you can see the details of the requirement, this job summary, the minimum requirements, the job description and requirements, and so on. You can see everything from here. Now, you have the option to copy the text as it is directly and paste over to that website, or you can just simply go ahead and just copy this link. So let's copy this. And once you are back to this website, you can just go ahead and click over here and paste the link. So you have two options, either to use the URL, or you can go ahead and paste the text as it is in that particular website. But for this case, we're going to use the URL, which is what I have just posted. What I've just copied and pasted. So all you need is just to come down here and say generate the application kit. It's going to utilize your email, the description in this particular job that you've just applied, paste in the link, and it's going to generate the application kit for you directly, automatically, and it's going to be very much job specific. So let's click on this and let's have a look at what it's going to create for us. All right, so you can see right now it has just generated our specific job kit. Okay, so you can see over here, this is the specific cover letter for that particular job that we've just applied. Dear hiring manager, you can be specific, write his name. So this is the letter I'm writing to express my interest in the project engineer position. You can see with just a link, it has picked in the project engineer position at your esteemed company. With a PhD and MSc in hydraulics, these are my details. My bachelor's includes this research and development and teaching within this. And then I'm particularly drawn to the opportunity at your company. So you specify the company's name. Due to its focus on energy and utilities and the dynamic nature of the project in this sector, you can see it is specific in terms of the cover letter it is writing. And it's telling you that you have some interest in bringing my unique blend of skills and experience to your team. I'm making a meaningful contribution to your project. I'm open to relocation and so on. So this is direct, but then it's case specific. So this is the follow-up also. You can just go ahead and write directly to the HR, specifying that you've applied to the job previously and you will just want to follow up, and just some highlights about you. This is follow-up, and you can see it has picked in your name directly at the end. Now, this is the funniest part or the most interesting part. It kind of organizes and reorganizes your CV to fit in the content of the job offer, okay, the requirements of the job offer. So this job specific resume, it has just quickly regenerate this based on the content that I have in my CV and based on the application letter that I have. So you can just go ahead and have a look at it. For example, you can copy the link and share it with anybody, or you can just go ahead and download with the PDF file directly. So in terms of the letter, you can copy this, paste in your email, and just copy your CV, case specific CV, and paste and upload also on your email and send it directly. And let's see what is written here. So you can go ahead and download and just have a specific look at what it has given you. Okay, so you can see it has just downloaded. So let's try to see. It's just a one-page CV, but it has captured everything that has to do with my CV. For example, my full name, my location, Zaria, Nigeria, my phone number, my email address, the position that I'm applying for, which is project engineer, and then it has captured the summary of my own profile. Okay, this is the summary, and this is my post experience. Okay, everything in detail from the position to the location to the dates where I was active, and then to the current one. Okay, this is my position at the moment at this university, and then this is the arrangement. So just take a look at how fantastic it has arranged all this with details and everything. And then the educational qualifications, you can see it has given everything that is needed and captured with the dates and details of what is covered. So you can see even the skills, it has given you the level of the skills in each case related to that particular job position that you are applying for. So that's how powerful and fantastic this very platform can be. Now, another thing that I like about it is that you're free to edit your CV to add up many other things that maybe you may feel left out that you want to capture in your CV. You can just go ahead and come to edit, and you can be able to on your own just carry out some editing, some additions and subtractions, and then you can even prompt the AI to add in one or two things related to your experience. You can see these are things it has covered, it has captured within your resume, your personal details, your professional summary. You can add anything. You can just click and add anything, and it is just going to update it over here. All right. So you can go ahead and add anything, maybe job description, the senior lecturer position. You can add anything, change the dates if you feel like anything is missing, and you can go ahead and just on your own move things around, and you can delete any of the experience that you don't want to be captured in this particular CV. All right, so you can come down here. These are skills, and with the levels they have, you can see you can adjust the level of the proficiency. If you can see advanced, you can make it advanced, and automatically it's going to reflect on this. All right, so you can add other skills if you're interested in adding other skills. Or if you want to add other sections directly, you can just click on this and be able to describe and add that particular section, and it's going to be captured in this particular CV. All right. So let's say, for example, you can see my research grants. So you can see it has quickly captured that these are my research grants. I can just go ahead and write the items, the description and city, and whatever I need to be captured. Whatever I don't need, I can just leave it. So you can write the time of grant, maybe details about the grant, the date when I got the grant, and probably the amount. Okay, I can capture everything here. So you can go ahead and add as many details as you can. Once you're done, you can do AI edit as well directly from here. You can as well come down here and click on download to download. Okay, so right now you don't need to continuously be using PowerPoint to create your presentations. Now there are different AI tools that you can use to generate fantastic presentations like this. Okay, so this presentation that you're seeing is created completely using an AI tool that you can even ask the AI to develop it completely from scratch, or you can add up your content, for example, a PDF document, or you can import a URL, and then it will capture the content and generate the presentation entirely from that link that you have provided. So in this tutorial, we're going to look at the basics starting from the beginning, how to access the platform and use it to generate presentations. So let's start from the beginning. Come to anywhere within your browser. You can just go ahead and search for AiPPT. That is the platform, and you can see AI powered one-click PowerPoint generation for free. You can alternatively go to www.aippt.com, and it will still bring you over to the same platform where you can get started. Okay, so you can see, just give me an idea, time to express your creativity with beautiful slides. Okay, you can do auto-generate presentation outlines, transform documents into presentation slides, elegant presentation templates, and PowerPoint and Google Slides support. So you can just go ahead and click on Get Started to get started. And of course, as usual, you have to log in. You have to sign up. You can create an account, or you can log in with your Google account if you have it open. You can log in with your username and password if you have signed up already. So for this, let me just sign up with one of my Google accounts, and I will meet you at the other side. All right, so this is where you will be welcomed with. Now, there are different ways to access, like I said, to start using AiPPT. For example, you can do the AI generate, where you give the AI a title and it will generate the entire video for you, or you can import a document, be it a Microsoft Word document or a PDF document, and it's going to just help you to generate presentation out of it. And then you can import from Google Drive. You can connect this to your Google Drive and work with it directly, or alternatively, you can import from a URL like I've explained. You can just paste in a URL and it will just go based on the content of that blog post or whatever is on the URL, it will generate the presentation for you. So let's start from the beginning. Let's go AI generate. Let's generate from an AI. Now here we have to give in the topic. So you can give in the topic over here. And of course you can add in a reference material that you may want to make reference with. And for this, let's say we'll go with this simple topic: the role of AI in academic research in universities. Now the number of pages you can specify over here, but the default is for at this stage is 10 to 15. You can keep it at default. The output language, you can specify from the number of output languages that you have here. For this, we'll go with English. The tone of the presentation, you may want it to be general or professional or formal or informal. You don't know, depending on your choice, you can make it persuasive, or you can have a range of different other formats or tones that you can add, humorous or engaging or thereabout. And then you can go ahead and check the audience. I want to keep everything at default, from the tone to audience to scenarios. If you want, you can see, depending, is it a project report, is it an academic conference, is it a business plan? This has a lot of caveat or customization features that you can actually use to make it better, okay, to sound very specific based on what you want. Now, assuming I want to go with something like this, and I just want to click on generate. So this is going to give me some outline, okay, based on what I have entered. It is now giving me an outline. You can see the outline generally about the role of AI in academic research. There will be an introduction, impact of AI on research methodologies, AI in specific research fields, introduction to AI in academic research, the evolution of AI technology, early adoption and research, milestones in AI. And in any case, if you want to adjust any, you can see it is editable. University education, for example, you can edit this and you can change any of the topic. And if you are not comfortable with this, you can come over here and say refresh, and it is going to refresh this particular outline that it has given you. You can edit the outline below as you wish. Okay, so as you so wish, you can edit it. If this is what you want, if you want to add in more things, you can also, of course, continue to add more things. But for this, let's say we'll go with this, pick a PPT template. That's the next step. You have to pick in a template. There are a range of different templates. Now you can see there are different templates that you can choose from, and you can go, this is all depending on the style. This is minimalist, this is business related, this is aesthetic, this is carbon, and so much more. Okay, so depending on what is your choice and what are you targeting, you can click to have more view from more of these slides. Okay, more of these styles. Okay, you can see from history the ones that you've used, and these are the recommended ones. So let's go ahead and just pick in anyone, and let's go with it. So let's go with, let's say, business related, and then let's pick something like this. And once you pick in a style, you can come over here and say generate the PPT, and you can see very, very fast the PPT is being generated, and you can see the progress over here. This is the preview of what it is being generated, and you can see the percentage at which it is generating the PowerPoint slides. It's very, very nice, and this is very fantastic, and it does it very, very fast, highly professional. All right, so you can see right now your slides are ready. You can see you can go back and have a preview of what it has generated. You can see from the preview, these are fantastic slides of what we want. Very, very nice. And you can see them. Now the best part is you can download it directly. If you click, you can download in different formats. You can download in PowerPoint, or you can download images. In images, to just download in PNG directly, or you can download as a PDF file. Okay, if you want to download everything as a PDF, you can download. But for this, let's go on and show you how you can edit this particular presentation. That's the best part of it when compared to other PowerPoint generating platforms. That it is one now. So let's go on. You can edit the slides by just coming over here. You can touch on any slides, and you can see right now all of the features are editable. You can just add your logo over here, and you can see the content is editable. Okay, in 2025, for example, you can edit this. Here is where your presentation begins. Okay, so you can put the dates, for example, 2025. This is you can put your date, and you can customize everything here. These are customizable. You have the access to change the fill color. If you have a brand color that you are targeting, you can always refer to it and change it directly. So once you select on any element, you can have this. This is stroke. This is color. This is the stroke color. You can add any color of your choice, and you're going to have that stroke color. You can change this if you want. You can crop. You can replace, and you can have a layer. You can move it forward or backward. And you can do quite a lot from these three dots. You can replace and do many other things from here. Now, these are the text options. Okay, when you click on text, you can have all of these basic features that you can add. And this is background. You can decide to remove background or change gradient. You can make it a gradient background, or you can change the angle or aperture and so on. So much to change, so much that you can change, and you can play around with the outline also from here. You can have access to all the outlines, and you can edit them accordingly. Yeah. So down here, you can always change the template if you want to change, and you can insert things directly from here. You can click and you can insert a text, insert a shape if you want to add a shape to your presentation, or you can insert an image or a table or a chart directly depending on what you are creating. Okay, so you can just click and you have a chart, and you can customize it to your liking. You can resize it. You can have it play around with the details of it, and you can put it anywhere depending on your choice. And you can do that across the slides. Okay, depending whichever slides that you want to edit, you can click on it and we can edit the content. You can see all the text is editable. You can change the text font style. You can see different styles. You can change the coloration of the text. You can change the size, and you can change the fill color, and even the alignment. You can align left, right, and center. You can bold, italize, and have all of these features that you can deal with in text. Okay, so once you're done editing or adding whatever you want to add, and you're okay with the presentation that you have, you can always come over here. If you want to present, you can present from beginning or from current slide. It's very easy to just click and you can start your presentation very easily. Okay, so people can watch as you deliver your presentation clearly from one slide to another. You can see the professionalism and how it is being presented. It's possible to now generate presentations completely from scratch to finish without you actually doing the technical work. You just put in the prompt, and the AI is going to generate the entire presentation. The software we're going to use for today is called Gamma AI. Okay, and to access Gamma AI is very easy. Just go to your browser and just search Google, and you can come to Gamma .app, or you can on your own just go to the search bar and just type in Gamma.app, and it's going to bring you over to this very platform. And this is it, a new medium for presenting ideas powered by AI. Beautiful presentations, documents, and websites. No design or coding skills is required. So all you need is just to come down here and click on sign up for free to kickstart signing up. There are two methods. You can sign up with your email address if you have any, or you can sign up with any of your Google accounts So I'm going to use one of my Gmail accounts to just log in. I'll click on continue, and then we're moving. Now, this is the platform where you'll be welcomed with. You can change the looks to list view or create view, where you can see the signs and ideas of what you're creating. Now you have the option to create new presentation, and in Gamma AI, there are 3 methods in which you can create presentation. For example, the first method is you can paste in a text directly. You can just copy a text containing notes or outlines or existing content about what you're going to present, and then paste that text, and it's going to give you the presentations accordingly. That is if you have an idea. If you don't have, you can use the AI. You can generate from one-line prompt in a few seconds. This can help you generate a fantastic presentation from just a one line or a single line prompts that you just entered. I'm going to show you how to use this. And then the third option is you can import a file or a URL containing the content that you want to actually make presentations about. So enhancing existing documents, presentation, or web pages. If you have your presentation maybe created skeletally, you can import it here, and it's going to kind of enhance it and optimize it and make it beautiful for you. So for this, let's go ahead and just generate using an AI for the first option. Let's say we can create a presentation about the solar system, be as detailed as possible. Okay, so this is a presentation. For instance, to create a web page, you can create interactive pages with distinct sections, good for landing pages and websites. You want to create any of these, or you want to just create pageless or printable pages, good for ebooks and documents and PDFs. You can do that as well. Now, this is the default. You can go with 8 cards, but if you want to go beyond 10 cards, you have to go pro, of course. So for this tutorial, we're going to go with 8 cards, which is going to be simple. Just for the demonstration, you can choose the size. So you can choose from the page style without you use the default, which is the flexible cards that expand with your content, or that's great for informal presentation. You can expand. It doesn't have a specific size. Or you can use the traditional, which is 16:9, standard size for exporting to PowerPoint, Google Slides, and Keynote. This is the standard. Or you can use the tall version. Okay. You can change the language over here. You see the range of languages that you can choose from. But for this, we're just going to keep it at English, United States, and then we can just go ahead and click on generate. Now, in a matter of seconds, you can see that it is generating the outline. So you can see it has just generated the outline, the solar system, a captivating journey, an overview of the sun and its planets, the terrestrial planets, Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. So this is just the outline. If you want to edit anything, you can just click and you can just edit. If you want to add a particular content, so each slide is going to be about this. If you want to add a card, you can add. Or if you want to change the content, you can change. Or in between this, if you want to add any card, you can as well add that card, for example. So let's say we can add a card and we can call it images of the, or we can call it, let's say, facts about the solar system. Okay. So you can see we have now 9 slides. You can see everything, and then you can come down here. Amount of text per card. You want it to be very brief, or you want it to be medium or detailed, depending. Let's keep it at medium for now. Images, you want to have AI generated images or stock photos or web images or AI images directly, or illustrations. You can see there are a number of them. I want to keep everything at default at this point. And then AI image model, Flux Fast. This is using the Flux AI model. So I think we can keep it at default as well. If you have the need to change the models, you can change the other available models like the DALL-E 3, the Flux or Ultra, as well as Recraft. These are models that generate, or you can use the Leonardo Phoenix. It's also helpful in generating the image. And in each case, you can be able to see the sample images it can generate for you directly. Okay, so let's say we'll go with the default as it is, and then let's continue. So at this point, you have to select a theme. Okay, so there are different themes over here. You can select any particular one that you're interested in. For example, let's go with this simple theme, and then we can just go ahead and click on generate. So as you click on a particular theme, it's going to change the looks. If you don't want this, you can go with something like this, and it's going to see the atmosphere changing directly. If you don't want all this as well, you can check to see others. Let's go with something simple. This is much more complicated. And then let's say we select on this and click on generate. So let's give it some seconds while it generates our presentation. All right, so you can see right now it's been created, and we can go ahead and check the generation or what it has created for us. So you can see at the beginning, this is it. This is the solar system, which with this description by this guy. You can change anything if you want. You can see this is the overview, and then you can see the gas giants, as well as facts about the solar system, the planets, the dwarf planets, the moons. You can see dwarf planets and the Kuiper belt. These are so detailed. The only thing is the images. I don't like the images. They look kind of AI related, AI kind of images. Okay, but the key thing about this is that you can edit any of the slides. Okay, you can edit any of the slides. You can go ahead on your own, come over here. You have a range of controls that you can use. For example, you can improve the writing, fix spelling, grammar, translate, make longer, make shorter, simplify. Let's say make shorter this context, this text is going to make it shorter with just this very simple clip that we have. All right, so this is now a bit shorter. And if you want, you can also change the looks of this. You can come over here, you can add notes, you can change the styling. Okay, you can change the card styling. You can have a top layout, this side layout, or right layout. You can change it accordingly. You can have it to be something like this, or you can have it to be something like this. But I kind of prefer it to be like this. You can change the card color also. If you want to change the card color, you can select and change the color to something else. Okay, if you want to customize it to something else, you can do that as well. I think I can kind of like it this way. Now, these are other things to write where you can add different things from card templates. You can add different templates on your own. If you want to add any template, you can click and you can select different templates, just like the way you have in Microsoft PowerPoint. You have image and text, blank cards, text and image. If you want to include a text and image on a particular card, you can just click and it's going to automatically change it to include text and image. All right. And then down here, you have smart layout. If you have a given layout that you want 3 columns, 4 columns, bullet layouts, and so on, you can just select accordingly and it will change everything. Right. Now over here, you have basic block. In terms of text, you can have headings, heading 1, heading 2, and so on. You can have different bullet lists, numbered lists, and so on. So you can just go ahead and experience it and see what you can do in entirety, what you can edit, how you can change things, because most of the things here, they are editable. You can just click and you have option to change. Like these icons, you can change them. Can edit the layout and can edit the image, or add item before or after, duplicate and change the color and so on. All right, you can just do that with these simple clicks. You can change everything. All right, so it's up to you. You can add comments here, or you can add reactions to a particular slide that you are working on. And then over here, you can add images. Okay, you can import images, or you can upload images or URLs, web search images, AI images if you want. So for example, here we can say we can do web search. You want to do web search and it is just going to search for you the images. For example, you can say the solar system. All right, so this is going to be a web search, and you can pick in any image as you so wish, and you can replace the image that you have in any of the content. Okay, so all you need is just to select, and it's going to add that to your presentation. All right, so it's very, very easy to just customize your content accordingly. You can kind of work on it. And then you have down here videos and media. If you want to add videos, you can have a gallery that you can upload on your system, from your system, or video or audio URL, or you have a recording on Loom, you can connect it, or YouTube insert, you can insert a YouTube link to your presentation, or Vimeo, or Wistia, or TikTok video, Spotify, and so on. So you have this much options to import media directly. And then you have embedded apps. If you want to embed some apps into your presentations, you can add those as well, according to the ones that are listed here. Okay, you can add charts of different types. You can see one of the key things they have enhanced actually is this issue of charts and so on. We can add different statistical charts and see for yourself column charts, this is bar chart and so on. You can just in your own add them, and then you can customize them as you so wish. Okay, so this is the chart. We can go ahead, change if this is the type of chart you want, we can go ahead and change the content of the chart, and you can see it changes directly. You can change the different looks of the chart, different types. Is a donut chart, is a line chart if you want it to be a line chart, or a column chart, or a bar chart like you have previously. So depending, you can show labels if you want to show labels, or you can unshow them accordingly. You can change the ideas, the axis details, as well as even the content. You can change everything, and you can regenerate this, add a column before, add a column after, change column type, or delete a particular column. You can do all that from here. So it's very, very easy to create and easy to play around with. Lastly, you have these forms and buttons. If you want to add forms or you want to add buttons, you can easily drag and drop things, and then you can add forms directly for ease of access, to change to another, to click to go to another place or thereabout. So this is about creating in general. You can click on any and you can edit the content like I've explained. Anything you click, you can change. You can click and edit the content. If you want to change the layout, or if you want to change the theme of the if you are not comfortable with this, we can as well change the theme. You can come down here, you have different kind of options also to change, and you can add different kind of slides. You can add an empty slide, and you can go ahead, select from the template, or generate on your own the content or thereabout. Okay, so once you're done, if you don't want something like this, you can as well change your theme. Come over here, click on the theme, and maybe you want something lighter, you can click, and with just this simple click, it's going to change everything to a lighter theme. And you can see now your presentation is quite different, and now you can see maybe it's much better if this is what you want, or if something else, you can go ahead and change it. Okay, so this is about theme, and once you're okay with this, you can just go ahead. You can either present online during your presentation, or you can click on this and you can present in this, or full screen, share full screen, or do presenter view, where you can have a text that you can read while you deliver the presentation. Or you can go ahead and click on this share button, and then you can export it. Okay, you have the option to export to PDF, to export to PowerPoint, or export to PNGs as PNGs, and then you can have them to used in different presentations or thereabout. All right, so I just wanted to show you something that I want you to describe for my followers. So what can you see at the moment?
Sure, I can describe what I see. I see a calendar for the year 2025 that appears to be on a desk. There are some dates that are circled with a blue marker. The calendar is white and has small hexagonal calendars for each month. There is also a logo of the company Sam Pharmaceutical on it.
I'm going to give you another product that I want you to describe.
You would like me to describe another product? I'm ready when you are.
All right, so what do you think you can see here?
All right, I see a jar of Vaseline Blue Seal petroleum jelly on a wooden desk. There's also a pile of papers and books behind it, and a piece of what might be tissue to the left of the jar. Would you like me to describe anything else?
Imagine having a friendly AI assistant that not only chats with you, but can also interpret what you show it and analyze complex ideas and even discuss things right on your screen. For example, for someone who is interested in going to the engineering field, and to be very specific, I want him to go and study civil engineering. So what subjects do you recommend he focused on at the secondary school level?
I can suggest some subjects to focus on at the secondary school level for someone interested in civil engineering. They should focus on math, physics, and chemistry, which are the most relevant subjects to a civil engineering degree.
Well, that's exactly what we're going to explore today. So stick around and I'll walk you through how to connect with Gemini AI 2.0 and show it something in real time and engage in a deep, mind-blowing conversations with it. So this can help you redefine how you work and how you create stuff. So let's get started. So to start with, all you need is to open your browser and just come anywhere within the search bar and just search for Google AI Studio, just like so, and hit enter, and we brought in over to this very platform. Or alternatively, you can go to aistudio.google.com. You can just log in with any of your Google account, and it is still going to take you to this very platform. Now, one of the key things that you can create with this Gemini 2.0 is the fact that you can be able to kickstart from creating a prompt. You can create a prompt, and one of the best things is you can give system instructions. Specifically, what do you want the prompt to be specific about? You can specify the number of wordings. You can specify the style of response. You want it to be friendly, or more theoretical, or more scientific. You can define all that from here while you give your basic prompt from here. So for example, I can say be more scientific and friendly, right? And then down here I can give instructions like write an essay about the solar system, for example. And then over here you can see we can choose between the available models, but for this I chose to go with the Gemini 2.0, which is the most sensitive at the moment. And then down here you have the number of tokens that you have available. You can specify the sensitivity or the creativity of the model. Over here I choose to keep everything at default at the moment, right? Everything is being kept at default. Now over here, this is the prompt and this is the system instructions. I want it to be more scientific and friendly. And then you can come down here and just click on run, and it's just going to take in some very few seconds, and you can see how fantastic it is giving us response as regards to questions we've asked it. It's a very simple question, and then you can see the detail of what it has given us. So you have a range of other things that you can do. For example, you can copy this text and edit it, or you can regenerate it or rerun it to have another idea to this. Or you can also click here to have more options, like you can delete the text, you can copy the text, or you can copy markdown or thereabout. And you can specify the other features, other things that you may need over here, like the output length, how much length you want it to go. And then you can add stop sentences if you're interested as well. Now, this is very basic. This is generic as regards what you can do. You can also always save your essay from here. You can give it a name, solar system essay, which is okay, by Dr. Rashid, for example. But you can give any other name, and you can give any other description that you think might describe or make you better understand this particular search that you are making. You can have it as part of your details. All right. So the next thing, which is the most important thing that I want to show you today, is how to actually interact with the Gemini 2.0 real time. Now, to do that, you can come to Stream Real Time, and over here you can see you can talk to Gemini. You can show Gemini something, and then you can share your screen, and Gemini is directly going to interpret and analyze whatever is on your screen. So we can go ahead and let's say we start with the most basic one. Let's say we want to talk to Gemini. Hello, Gemini. Can you give me the temperature of Nigeria today?
I cannot give you the temperature of Nigeria today. I do not have access to current information, like the current temperature. Is there anything else I can help you with?
All right. So, for example, for someone who is a scientist, what kind of courses can you suggest for him to study at the university level?
I can suggest some courses for a scientist to study at the university level. They could consider studying advanced topics in their specific field, such as physics, chemistry, or biology, or they could focus on related fields like mathematics or computer science. Do you have a specific field of science in mind? Would you like me to recommend any other subjects?
That's very perfect. I really like your response. But then, what can you say about the job prospects of someone who has studied civil engineering? How can you inspire the students to be able to get ready for that particular course?
I can tell you about the job prospects for someone who has studied civil engineering. Civil engineers are in high demand, and they can work in a variety of different fields, such as construction, transportation, or environmental engineering. Would you like me to elaborate on these fields?
I think I'm okay with this. I'm just using you for just illustration purpose for one of my tutorials. Thank you.
You're welcome. Is there anything else I can help you with today?
No, at this time. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Have a good day.
Now that's perfect. And you can see we have a real-time conversation with the AI, giving me answers, and I'm asking it questions, real-time questions, and it's giving me fantastic answers. So that's the first step. Let's go to the second step where we're going to show it some things, and it's going to carry out some analysis for us. So let's go with sharing our screen. All right. So let's go back. Let's say for sharing your screen, you can click on share your screen. You can select, you can share your tab, you can share the windows, or you can share the entire screen, depending on you, what kind of screen you want to show to the AI. So for example, at this time, I want to show this entire screen. Okay. So I can select this entire screen and say share.
You are explaining how to share your screen. You mentioned you can share a tab, a window, or the entire screen, and that you want to share your entire screen at this time. Is there anything specific you'd like to show me?
Sure. I want to show you an Excel sheet that I want you to just quickly analyze it for me. So can you take a look? What do you see here?
Okay, I see you have a Google Sheet open titled Analytics Dashboard. It contains several charts, including distance over time, pace over time, top 10 morning and evening runs, histogram of elevation, and total runs. It looks like running data. Is there anything in particular you want me to analyze?
No. This is just very basic. I just wanted you to know and I'm using you for tutorials, actually, for people to get to know how powerful you can be in terms of a real-time conversation. I'm really happy for this with your response. So can you just give me this one more response? What kind of screen do you see here, and what can you tell me this is all about?
Okay, I understand. You're using me for tutorials to show people the power of real-time conversations with an AI. After the Google Sheet, I see you've moved to a screen with a website called Text-to-Speech Free. It seems you can enter text to have it converted to voice using different voices. There's also an option to add background music. Is this the functionality you wanted to demonstrate?
Yeah, just that. Just I want to show you, show my followers that you can actually read screen that you shared, and you can give analysis of whatever is on that screen. So thank you so much for this analysis, for this conversation rather. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So you wanted to show your followers that I can read the screen you're sharing and provide analysis, and we did that with the Google Sheet and the text-to-speech website. Is there anything else you want to demonstrate for your tutorial?
Well, at this moment, thank you so much and goodbye. Have a nice day.
All right, you're very welcome. Have a great day as well, and good luck with your tutorials.
So you can see the power of how this guy can be very specific and very sensitive to things. You show it and you discuss things with it. So let's go to the last part, which is one of the most interesting one I have actually liked, which is to show Gemini something and then allow it to see something out of it. All right, so I just wanted to show you something that I want you to describe for my followers. So what can you see at the moment?
Sure, I can describe what I see. I see a calendar for the year 2025 that appears to be on a desk. There are some dates that are circled with a blue marker. The calendar is white and has small, hexagonal calendars for each month. There is also a logo of the company Sam Pharmaceutical on it.
I'm going to give you another product that I want you to describe.
You would like me to describe another product. I'm
All
ready
right.
when you are.
All right, so what do you think you can see here?
All right, I see a jar of Vaseline Blue Seal petroleum jelly on a wooden desk. There's also a pile of papers and books behind it, and a piece of what might be tissue to the left of the jar. Would you like me to describe anything else?
All right, so what can you see? I have a microphone here. It's a H1N microphone. Can you see it?
Yes, I see a black H1N microphone on a small tripod. along with its cable plugged into it. The microphone is in front of a jar of Vaseline and a stack of papers on a wooden desk. Is there anything else I can describe?
So, do you know about this microphone and can you tell me some of its capabilities?
I understand you're asking about the capabilities of the H1N microphone. Unfortunately, I don't have the ability to look up specific product information or specifications, so I'm unable to provide details about its capabilities at this time. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Not at this moment, but the last thing I want you to just kind of quickly tell me about is about this cup. I got this cup always and I used to take some tea with it. Can you tell me what size, what shape is it?
Okay, the mug appears to be a standard size, and it's cylindrical in shape with a gold handle. It has a white background and is decorated with a repeating pattern of orange circles. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, thank you so much. I think this does it for this conversation. I'm really happy and thank you so much for being so realistic and in-depth into your analysis. Sincerely appreciate this.
Welcome. It was my pleasure. If you need anything else, feel free to ask.
Thank you.
Welcome.
All right, so you can see how powerful and fantastic you can go as regards the conversations that you can have with this wonderful AI. And I think you can just go ahead, sign up and just try it on your own and see how fantastic you can have some of the access to this. You come to Google and just go ahead and search for NotebookLM, just like so, and hit on enter and you can see it here, the first guy. Note taking and research assistant. You can just click on it and be brought in over to this very platform. So one thing you can do is you can just go ahead and say try NotebookLM and it's going to bring you over to this very clear platform. And these are things I've worked on my own in the NotebookLM. I've tried some things and you can just go ahead and start creating content or start adding sources that you can always work with together. Now let's look at this. There's different things you can add here. You can add sources from Google Drive. Maybe it could be Google Docs, Google Slides. Then you can have links like websites, blog posts, or even YouTube videos. You can add them directly. And then you can copy text directly from somewhere and just paste in. So you can just have direct conversations with those sources that you've added. So let's start by adding something very simple. Like let's talk about adding some docs. Okay, so let's click on this. But of course, you have to connect it with your Google account. So let's say in this particular account, I have some documents related to dams. Okay, so you can just search and I can just select this one. Dams here. Okay, dams and probably spillways. Let me just select these two. And then I can just click on insert. And now I have two sources. You can see them by the left. Okay, so one thing you should know is that you can, as you bring in the sources, it is directly going to read about the sources and give you some kind of a general summary about what those sources that you've added are. And you can see this one just directly tells us that the provided text outlines a comprehensive course on dams, covering their history, applications, and even engineering principles. And that's very correct. So you can save to notes if you're interested, or you can copy this and just take it somewhere. But then you can go ahead and have audio overview of this, or you can directly on your own come down here and start asking questions related to this source. But assuming this is not the only source I want to use for this scenario, I want to add more sources. You can just come over here to the top left and click on add more sources. And then probably I have a website link that I want to add. So let me just go ahead and paste it. So I have this website link, which is a blog post. I can just go ahead, paste the link and just click on insert. And it's going to bring in that also as part of my sources. It's going to be added in the summary of what you've seen here. So any question I'm going to ask from here is going to still check and access my answers from all of these. Okay, so you can see right now we have 3 sources. I can add more and go ahead and add more. Let's say I have this YouTube video that talks about the Hoover Dam. Okay, all the secrets of the engineering wonder of this dam, and I copy the link from here. For example, I can just rush down back to the NotebookLM, and I can just go ahead and see I have a YouTube text, YouTube URL, and paste it. and then you can say insert from here directly. And now this one also is going to be added. Okay, for this one, it says the transcript not available. Okay, so let's say this, let's add another source and come to YouTube, and then we can just paste in this one and we can go ahead and add it. It's been added also, so we have now in total 4 sources. Now you can see over here, once you come down here, you can go ahead and say what are the primary societal benefits or risks of dam construction, or you can check out others from here. What design and safety considerations are crucial for dam longevity? So these are just basic things. So on my own, I can say, can you summarize the concept of dam design and construction? Be specific about the type of dam and its and their advantages. Okay, so this is so generic. I can just go ahead and hit and enter, and within some seconds it's going to browse through some of these sources and it's going to give us a complete overview of what we've just asked. And you can see right now, dams are structures designed to control the flow of water, prevent flooding, and manage water resources efficiently. Now, the most important part of this search or this conversation is that it brings in these sources. You can see right now, when you click on any of the sources, it's going to show you directly where it has picked it from. Like this one now, it picked it from this blog post, okay, that we've just added, and you can be able to see that this is where exactly it has picked the definition it has added. You can click on 3 and you can see it is still within this particular document, this particular source. You can click on 4, you can see the source that it has picked it from. Okay, you can just go ahead and keep clicking and it's going to show you exactly where it has picked all that from. Okay, so it's very, very direct. You can see this one also, it picked it from those documents, the docs files that I've added. You can see this is the location and dam types that we have. So what it has said here, these are the sources. So very easily you'll be able to see it utilizes the source to interact with it directly, and you can be able to say, yeah, this is where I'm getting my information and this is where I can always fall back to. So it's a very cool feature that everyone can use, everyone can interact with, and you have your fantastic document generated. So another thing is you have other suggestions. You can save this to your notes if you have a specific note. For example, I can say save this to my note, and it has added it on dam design and construction. This is the notes that I have, and if you like, you can delete the note also at any given point. So let me say, can you summarize the history of over dam? Okay, so let's see whether it can give us something like that. All right, so you can see directly it just goes on to tell us about the Hoover Dam, initially known as the Boulder Dam, stands as a testament to American engineering prowess, playing a pivotal role in the development of the Southwest. In the late 19th century, developers and farmers sought to harness the Colorado River for irrigation, but their efforts proved unsuccessful. But 1922 was when the idea kickstarted. Okay, so this is very detailed things about it. If you noticed, the source to this is always on that particular video that we have, the YouTube video that we've added, and you can see right now it picked this from that particular video because it has a transcript. Okay, so these are some things you can do, and you can always fall back and come back to the main source and see what you have within. You can copy this and add it to your note as well. Save to note. Okay, you can see Hoover Dam engineering marvel, marvel of the century or something. So this is another note that you've added, so you can always go back and see what and how far you've gone. But then before we go into this, and you can always copy, and you can say good response or bad response, or you can regenerate this also at any given point if you're interested. Now, another most important thing to look at or to note as regards this NotebookLM is that you can be able to create a podcast of any topic of your choosing. Podcast between two people or conversations between two people. You can be able to on your own directly generate the podcasts, and you have them conversate together. So let's say for this, I want to go ahead and generate. You can go ahead and generate the podcast from here at the top right. You can say generate, and it's going to go directly. But if you have a specific need or a specific target within the sources, that you want to generate the podcast about, you can say customize. And now over here, you can see things to focus. What should the AI host focus on? Discuss the basics of dams, criteria for construction, stability criteria, advantages and disadvantages of dams. Okay, so you can just be specific on all of this, and I can just go ahead and say generate. This is going to take some time. Okay, this may take some few minutes, so no need to stick around. You can just go ahead and continue with other things while it generates the video. Okay, you can always collapse the chart, and you can see this is the studio area where you have your notes. You can add the notes, you can check the study guide, you can add some FAQs about the document that you have created, or you can have the briefing doc or the timeline. You can create all of these from the sources that you've provided. So let's go back. So you can always rename your project. For example, this one, I can see spillway and dam engineering. And if you don't want it to be this and dam principle, for example, principles. Okay, so you can say you've saved all of these directly. All right, so you can go back to the main NotebookLM from here, and you can see this is the note that I've just created and we're working on, the spillway and dam principles. And you click on it, you'll be able to see what you have. You can always click here to delete or to edit a title, because this one we already have a title for it. The ones that you don't have a title, you can always create a title for them, and you can always click and you come back to where you started. Okay, so another thing that's cool with this NotebookLM is that you can decide to specify which of the sources you directly want to conversate with. Assuming I'm trying to create another conversation and I don't want to include this source or this source, and I can just go ahead and select any of them and just deselect any. I want it to focus on only these two sources. I can just go ahead. What is the disadvantage of concrete dam? All right, so let's see, and it's going to make its own searches just from these two sources that we've had instead of these four sources. And you can see it directly specifying that the sources that you have are just two, and that's the one that is going to use for this. And you can see right now it utilizes only the two sources, and you can click to have the sources directly defined where it picked it from. Okay, so this is the first source, this is the second source. So it's very, very easy and it's very direct. So just go ahead and click to explore and see how you can make use of this, to see how you can use it to your own advantage. So let's give it some seconds to finish with the podcast so we can all listen to what it has for us as regards the podcast and how we can make use of it. All right, so right now we can see that the podcast is ready and we can play to have a preview of it.
Welcome to another deep dive, everyone. This time, we're going to be talking about dams and spillways.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we've got a ton of great sources for this one. Academic papers, engineering guides, and even a historical look at the Hoover Dam.
Uh-huh.
Our mission today, we're going to explore how dams work, how they impact our lives, the crazy engineering behind them, and even some of the challenges they can cause.
Okay, sounds good.
It's interesting because when you think about it, dams, they're not just walls holding back water, right?
Right. They're really intricate systems, actually, and they have a history that goes way back. Like, even ancient civilizations were building dams.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing when you think about the ingenuity it took for them to, like, develop those early irrigation systems. They were harnessing water for their needs.
Mm-hmm.
And today's dams are like, they're super sophisticated descendants.
Yeah.
Like, they're marvels of engineering on a huge scale.
You know, speaking of marvels, we got this really cool image sent in of a dam with its spillway gates wide open, releasing a ton of water.
Oh, wow.
It really makes you realize the power we're dealing with here.
Yeah.
So let's start with the basics.
Okay.
What exactly are dams and spillways? Like, how would you define them?
Well, basically, a dam is like a barrier built across a river or a stream to create what's called a reservoir.
Okay.
Afuskar Safia, ako'y sokinaray. Kitilong birni suna haskahanya. Tafiyar soyayya baguduba jadabaya. Koyankar gurasa saikoa narawa.
This AI tool is none other than Suno AI. Okay, and to access Suno AI, all you need is to come over to your browser. You can just type in Suno AI, open your Google, can bring it over here, or you can come to suno.com and it's going to bring you over here, and then you can click to start the Suno. You can see different kind of songs that are created by the AI. You can see them. You can have an inspiration into what they are from the people that have created them. These are some fantastic music that were created by others, especially for content creators that need music that they can use as background music in order for you to avoid copyright issues. If you can define the prompt to this Suno AI, it is going to generate the kind of video, the kind of audio, or the kind of music that you like for that content, so that you don't go and get copyrighted. You don't get copyright claims from the owners of the music that you are using. So this is one of the key ways to create free music that are strongly or strictly created by you. And it depends, different kind of themes, different kind of music can come up. So let's say we can go ahead and click on create, and we brought it over here. And you can just define the kind of music that you want. All right, so let's say, for example, I've generated these songs. Generate a Hausa song using the northern Nigeria style, e.g. the Kano State music. Let's see this Hausa directly. So I've just created this, I've generated, and it has given me these 4 different variations of the music that I want. And let's hear the first one. This is very interesting, you know.
Afuskar Safia, ako'y sokinray. Fitilong bireni suna haskahanya. Tafiyar soyayya baguduba jadabaya. Koyankar gura.
Now, this is the verse. You can see verse 1, verse 2, verse 3, verse 4. You can read them accordingly, and it's reading directly. So the title of this is Jirgin Sona. Okay, this Jirgin Sona is a Hausa song, of course. This is just directly Hausa, and it's persuasive and traditional. And you can do many things from here. You can download, or you can share the link, or you can download as an MP3, or you can download as a video if you're interested. The visibility also can change, and then you can do many other things. You can create things from here, reuse the prompt, extend it, or create a song, audio, radio, or something like that. You can copy the text directly and share it directly. Copy song link and share with someone. So this is the first one. Let's hear the second one, Jirgin So now.
Afuskar Safia, ako'y sokinaray. Kitilong birni suna haskahanya. Tafiyar soyayya baguduba jadabaya. Koyankar gurasa saikoa narawa. Muriyar ki kamar sabiya nasube.
So this is really interesting. Only that the singer is not really a local person, so the singing is not really done in Hausa. It is done in English, but you can understand the meaning if you are following with the text. Okay, but over here you can follow the verse and will understand. If you're the local, you can also follow up and understand what it is saying. And the beat, the lyrics is actually very, very interesting and very nice. You can see this one. Let's try this one. Ariwa Tafidadi is also a local one.
Gari na arewa suna farin ciki, kida suna tashi da yammacin sa'a, duk mutane suna waka suna rawa, kowa da guda.
Okay, this is also interesting because it's following the verse directly and is reading it not in Hausa, but is using the English lyrics to read it. Well, it's very, very, very interesting. Now, the idea is you can go ahead and generate your own and then just go ahead, explore it and see what you can generate. You can change how many, the model that it is being used here. You can change it and you can upload an audio also to serve as a guide for you to generate something close to what you want. And then you can enable the song description. You can make it instrumental if you want to make it instrumental, or you can off that as well. And you can customize quite a number of things also if you want to customize. Okay, this is the custom mode. If you want to change the style of the music, you can define the style of the music down here, the persona, the title of the music, the workspace. You can define all of this, and then you type your lyrics over here, so that if you want the AI to generate the lyrics for you as a customized one, not for it to generate automatic like we have here, you can paste in your lyrics and let it read. You have the maximum of 3,000 words. Okay, so you can just go ahead, explore on your own and see. And if you want to have explore other people's work, you can also come to explore over here and you'll be able to see what other people have created depending on what actually you are targeting. Okay, so you can check from here. Japanese song, this is something like bedroom pop, New Jackson. You can click and you'll have an idea into what is being created. Okay, so you can come over here and you can explore different types of music based on what people have created, so you can have an inspiration and you can be able to see and use those kind of inspiration for your own music that you want to create.
Rise and shine, break free, my divine. Don't you see the world's color?
All right, this is very, very interesting, and these are created solemnly and completely by AI. This particular website that you can use to generate automatic infographics with their artificial intelligence tool is called the Piktochart. So you can always come to piktochart.com and it's going to bring you over to this very platform. You can sign up with your Google account to log into the platform, and you can see it here, introducing Piktochart's latest AI-powered infographic maker. Turn any idea into a professionally designed infographic in seconds, tailored to your brand's voice. So you can just go ahead and log in. So let's say I log in with one of my Google accounts. So once you log in, you'll be brought into this very platform. So you can choose what is your purpose of using Piktochart. So for example, I'm going for educational purpose, and I can just click on OK. What describes your role? You are the teacher, or you can say educator, training 13 to 17, or training college, teaching college or university. You can just select and just click on continue. I can say not now, and you're all set. You can see in just a moment they'll personalize the look of the platform for you. Now once you're here, you can see that you can start by searching from thousands of templates of infographics that are popular, and anyone that you want to use, you can just go ahead and search. But in our own case, we want to use the AI feature to generate our infographics with just simple clicks. So you can come to infographics over here, and it's going to bring us over to this platform, and you can see certain infographics. You can see multiple of them that these are templates that you can use, edit them, and then customize them to your liking. Okay, you can edit any of them and you can preview by clicking on the preview bar. Our focus for today is the AI infographics generator. So you can come over here and say generate infographics, and it is going to take you to where you can generate the infographic. So you will be brought in here, describe the topic of your infographic. So in my own case, for example, I want to say 5 steps to mastering public speaking, 5 steps to mastering public speaking, and I can just go ahead and say generate. And let's just give it some seconds to generate for us. Now you can see that in just a matter of seconds, it has generated the infographics that we are looking out for. You can see it has given us some fantastic things to watch out for. It has done a good job in selecting the image because it directly depicts public speaking. This is 5 steps to mastering public speaking. I give us an idea into public speaking is a skill that can be learned and mastered with practice. Here are some of the 5 steps to help you become a more confident and effective public speaker. So you can see, prepare your speech. Even though this image doesn't signify that, but you can always change it. Connect with your audience. This also doesn't signify that. We can also change it. This can demonstrate confidence and being yourself. This is not being yourself. We can edit that as well. So that's the power of AI. And again, it gives us different variety. Okay, you can see different varieties that with just one click, it is going to change everything. Let's say we select this one, then let's see what kind of variation it is going to give us. Yeah, you can see it's just a different design, but nearly the same concept with the definition of public speaking and this bold header of 5 steps. So you can just go ahead. Let's try this one. So you can see it is giving us the steps and then the definition and so on. Very, very nice. You can select from all of these multiple ones. Let's say we go with something like this. You can see them nicely arranged. So if you like what you see, and preferably, let's say I'll go with the first option, which is this one. If you like what you see, you can just go ahead and say edit this infographics. So you'll be brought into this very platform. One thing you should show, you can see is that all of the features, all of the components are editable. You can edit the text by just double clicking on the text. You can make it 5 steps to mastering public speaking. 5 steps to mastering public speaking. For example, you can change anything and you can select and you can change all of these text editing features from the styling to the sizing. Okay, you can change the sizing, you can bold, you can italize, you can underline and so on. In case of the images, you can select, you can replace, you can change it by coming to photos over here. Okay, you can check from available photos and just select any of them that you want and you can search from here, and this is going to search for you. This is going to search a website called Pexels. Okay, you can just search for something fantastic. For example, this one, you can just drag and drop it here and you can see you've just replaced it, and I think this is cool. So you can do the same on all of the other ones. You can double click to check to click out and you can go ahead and replace, prepare your speech. Also, you can just drag this and put this one. You can say prepare your speech or something like this can be good. So you can just drag and drop and you have it done directly. So this is connect with your audience. Audience connection entails having the audience visually connecting with you. Something like this can be a good option. So you can just drag and drop. You get the message, connection, and you can edit the text and even the numberings as well. You can just select and edit them. Now you have other features like the text. You can put the text in of different types. Okay, the font scheme, the font style, you can see them of different types. You can add, you can put in different kind of design components if you have any, and you can check the coloration, the color palettes. You can select and use any. If you have if there is need for you to include charts, you can see charts of different types, and you can have maps and even files you can upload directly. You can upload images or media or anything from this. If you have any picture that you want to use specifically, you can upload directly. You can browse and upload them, and you have more other features that you can have. They are connected with Vimeo and YouTube, and you can have different tables if you are interested. So the key thing is for you to go ahead and do some basic editings, and once you're done editing everything, you can change the background and pattern from here as well. Once you just click, you'll be able to select this background and pattern, and you can change everything if you're interested. Now once you're done, assuming I am done, I like what I see, I can just go ahead and download by coming to download over here. You can just click on download and you select the format. Usually is PNG. If you want to go with PDF, you have to be on the paid plan. Normal quality, I can say normal quality. or if you want, you can go with high quality, and then you can just go ahead and click on download to download this particular infographic that you've just selected, that you've just created. And you can see right now it's just been downloaded. You can click over here to open the file, the folder containing this very, all right, and you can see it over here in PNG. You can just double click to have a preview of what you have just downloaded. All right, so you can see it, and you can zoom in. You can zoom in to be able to see clearly what you have just downloaded, what you have just created.
Now let's start by learning how to access this website or this AI tool. You can just come to podcast.adobe.com/enhance. I'll put the link in the description. Just click on it and you'll be brought in over to this very platform. Now this is it. Let's try another one. Let's see a sample again without the enhance and with the enhance.
I'm in a conference room with the window open, and it's pretty echoey in here too. Not the best place to record audio, yet with enhanced speech, all of the background noise and echo is gone, as if I recorded this in a professional studio.
So let's hear the same speech, but then with the enhance mode enabled.
I'm in a conference room with the window open, and it's pretty echoey in here too. Not the best place to record audio, yet with enhanced speech, all of the background noise and echo is gone, as if I recorded this in a professional studio.
That is very, very fantastic, and it's all done by the power of AI. Nowadays, you don't need to force yourself to go into audio engineering or audio editing to enhance your voice with different kind of composers, enhancing, removing background noise, putting different kind of features and effects to your voice. With just simple clicks, you have the option to adjust and enhance your speech to sound studio mode with this very tool, and it's completely free, except if you want to go advanced. That's when you can, of course, subscribe. If you want to use longer form or you want to enhance multiple audio clips, then you can subscribe. So let's start at the beginning. You have to access through this website. You can access it. Once you're here, you can either sign in if you have an account, or you can sign up directly if you don't have an account. Now clicking on this will give you the option to sign up using any of these platforms, starting from Google to Facebook to Apple account to even Microsoft account. If you don't want to use any of these, you can go ahead and sign up with your email address and password as well, and then you can click to continue. For this tutorial, I'm going to use one of my Gmail accounts to sign up. All right, now once you're here, you can just take a look at some of the caveats to this. You can enhance audio only with these formats, that is .wav, .mp3, .aac, .flag, .ogg, and many other, even .m4a. You can use this. These are the formats that are supported. And at a given point, with the free version of this, you can enhance up to 30 minutes of an audio clip, and then the maximum can go up to 500 megabytes. That's what you can take, and 1 hour daily limit, which I think if you make simple YouTube videos, you can go about with this very, very free, and you can have your audios enhanced. Now you have the model version 1 and version 2. Now they've upgraded to version 2. You can use the version 2, or you can use the version 1, depending. Now to start, all you need is just to come down here, choose the files that you want to enhance. You can just click and you can navigate to wherever you have your file, and then you can bring it in. Let's say I have this, and let's say I go to this Magic Light and I have this audio in MP3 Magic Light, and I can just select it and give some seconds to finish the enhancing. So it's just going to take some seconds to finish the enhancing, and then we can hear the before and even the after. Now you can see in terms of enhancing, when you go pro, these are some of the features. While we wait for it to finish, these are some of the features you can try for 1 month if you want, and you can have access to all of these features. Premium plans, enhanced speech, video support this. You can even have MP4 videos uploaded, and you can no file limit uploaded. You can upload multiple. You can have bulk uploads, and you can enhance more than 1 up to 4 hours of audio in 1 day, and you can adjust the strength of your enhancement, you can adjust or reduce the strength. You have that much option or control over your voice, and you can do if you like, you can do mic check before you start on any studio recording. This is free, of course. This one also is free. This is for beta. If you have to have the subscription before you can go to the studio mode to enhance and edit more of your content, of your audio. But all in all, subscription is good, but you can do quite a lot with the free version, which is what I have actually been using. So right now you can see how fast it is, and it has just finished the enhancing. Let's hear the before and the after. This is the before.
Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. In this tutorial, we're going to learn how to use Magic Light, one of the best AI platforms that can generate videos from text.
And this is the before. Let's hear the after the enhancement.
I've reviewed quite a number of AI generating, video generating AI tools, but I've not seen anyone like this one, because this one can transform your text into captivating AI generated videos. And the best part is they can be very long videos, okay? Long.
So this is very, very fantastic. It's been rigorously enhanced, and you can see the input. The noise is zero, even though it's been recorded in a very well controlled environment, but the impact of the enhancement is quite visible when you hear it. So if you like, you can go ahead and download by just coming to click and download here, and it's going to download your audio, the enhanced version, of course. It's going to take some time, but then it's going to download it. You can see it different from the original one because it has this enhanced attached to the title, okay? And then you can always play it, and you can add it to your editing, and then continue. Then you can go ahead and upload another one if you have another audio that you want to enhance. DeepSeek had just been released, and it's a very, very powerful AI tool. I've seen people talk about it, and some even say it's much more powerful than our usual ChatGPT. It's much faster, and it gives reasonable results directly. And even some say it is an all-in-one chatbot that you can have different kind of models incorporated into it, so you can use it on your own for coding, for content creation, for reading, analyzing text, sending text prompts and giving you different kind of things, even creating images and so on. And even you can upload some content, maybe some media, some documents, and it will help you analyze maybe an image, and it can give you an idea into what it is and what are the things you can do with it. So in this tutorial, we're going to cover some of the most basic things you need to understand as a starter to start using DeepSeek for your own content creation, or for your own learning journey, or for academic or professional use. So let's start at the beginning, where we can learn how to access it. You can come anywhere within your search bar. You can go ahead and type in Google, and if you like, you can search from Google and just go ahead and type DeepSeek AI, just like so, and hit on enter, and it bring you over here, so you can see deepseek.com, or alternatively you can go to chat.deepseek.com, chat.deepseek.com. So let's go with the first option. So it will bring you over here. There's so many things you can see over here, different kind of models that it's incorporated into it, and you can see some of them over here, okay? Cloud, Llama 3.1, Cloud 3.5, GPT-4o, and so on. So let's click on this to kickstart directly. Now, as usual, you need to log in with either your phone number or an email address and password if you have registered. If you have not, you can sign up directly, or you can just go ahead log in if you have an account, okay? But then you can use Google as an alternative also to log in to DeepSeek. For this tutorial, I'm going to use one of my Google accounts to log in, and then I'll see you. So let me log in, and I will see you at the other side. Now, once you log into DeepSeek, this is where you will be welcomed with, okay? As usual, you look at it as if it is the normal ChatGPT, because of the look of the interface. You can see down here, this is the new chat area. You can always click this, just like the way you have in normal ChatGPT. You can always click this to be able to see or create a new chat, and you come down here and see all of your chat history that you've created. If you want to get the app, you can get it by scanning this with your phone, and it will just directly give you the app. Or this is the chat area, okay? This is the main chat area. This is where you can type in your things and you'll get responses from DeepSeek. And this is where you can do DeepThink R1. This one is for solving reasoning problems. Okay, and then over here you can search the web. If necessary, you can always search the web on any concept or on any question that you ask. You can have the option to search the web directly if this is what you are interested in. And then over here you can upload text. You can upload docs and images, maximum 50 and 100 megabytes each, and then you can interact with it directly for text extraction only as it is right now, because it is developing continuously. Now over here you can see that this is collapsible. You can collapse this and you can always bring it back. And down here you can edit your profile. You can go to settings and you can add some things. This is general. The language you can change. It is using the system language and system theme. If you like, you can make a dark theme or light theme if you are interested, depending on your choice. Okay, you can just use any one of them. I think I prefer the light one. And then the profile, you can set in your profile and put in your phone number and so on if you need to do any of this, and you can delete the account if you're interested. Now let's start with the most basic thing. What is photosynthesis? And give me the chemical formula to explain it. Right, so let's say this is very basic. One of the key things that you can see is the speed that matters. Okay, it is very, very fast, and you can see it is giving me the chemical formula, and it is giving me all that I need related to photosynthesis just for a beginner. Okay, for a beginner guide. And once you have this, of course, like with other chatbots, you can copy, you can regenerate this if this is not what you want, and you can give them thumbs up or down depending on what you think this response is. If it is okay, depending on what you want, you can give them a thumbs up or a thumbs down so that they can improve, because the system is still undergoing some changes. You can click on new chat from here, or you can go over here and click on new chat. But then we can maintain the same conversation, and then let's see if it can give us some other things related to what we're asking or something different. Can you give me a pictorial representation of the process? So let's see whether it can be able to give me something related to this. Okay, so you can see it is telling us that directly, unfortunately, I cannot create images, but I can guide you on how you can generate, you can understand. See, unfortunately, I cannot create or display images, but I can guide you on how to visualize or draw the process of photosynthesis. That is a step-by-step breakdown of how you can represent it pictorially. And I think it tried, but only that it should have been able to do that. So this is one of the caveats to this. Don't just jump into conclusion that it is better than ChatGPT without actually trying it on your own. So you can see what it can do and what it cannot do. Even though it is at the process of improvement, it will continue to receive improvements just like ChatGPT, and it will be better in the near future. So let's try some things. Maybe we can paste in this and not say the same thing. Can you search the web for this? Because you cannot give the pictorial, so can you search the web and give us something related to this? And this is another caveat also. It is doing a lot of thinking before it comes back with the results. But let's see. At this point, I think it is still giving us the step-by-step, still saying that you cannot display images at this point. But then it is giving us the steps to draw photosynthesis. You can draw this one, draw a plant, chloroplast structure, and so on. So these are the steps, okay? Draw an oval shape to represent the chloroplast. Inside the chloroplast, draw stacks of thylakoids, and so on. So it's one of its limitations, really, and you can see the speed right now. It is a bit averagely very, very slow when compared with ChatGPT. That does it pretty very fast. Okay, so this is what it has given us with the details. I'm sure you can see the details of what it has given us and then the results. Okay, so let's try something different. So let's go to a new chat. So let's go with this. Can you write a computer code to solve a quadratic equation? Okay, and you can see because it is computer code, it is a Python code that is writing very, very fast. And you can see the result is very, very nice and exceptional. So even giving us the details here, how the code works, you can see with some examples, root calculation, discriminant calculation, his example of what you should expect. So it does this pretty fast. Let's try something. Let's go to new chat, and let's say I have this this word problem, and I wanted to use the deep think to solve it. For 4 weeks, Williams volunteered as a helper for swimming classes. The first week, he volunteered for 8 hours. He volunteered for 12 hours in the second week and another 12 hours in the third week. The fourth week, he volunteered for 9 hours. For how many hours did he volunteer per week on average? So this is more or less like calculating the average. Let's go on and ask DeepSeek. And you can see now it is using the deep thinking algorithm or the model to solve this. And you can see it is really solving it for us. All right. So this is using deep thinking. Okay. So you can see the answer. It is okay. So Williams volunteer for 4 weeks. Okay. Right here. That's correct. You can see the analysis it is giving. Very interesting. And it's solving it pretty fast. But the writing and everything looks different from the way we see in the normal chat GPT. Okay, so you can see now, okay, so sum the total hours volunteered, and then this is total divided by 4, and it gives us 10.5. Here it just gives us the detailed breakdown of what is expected, and it's even double checking things, and at the end it got the 10.25, which is correct also from here. So the answer is 10.25, which is very nice. So let's try to do some more testing. For example, let's import a text or a media and then have it to do some basic analysis for us. Okay, so let's see in this course. Tell me about the content of this PDF. We're still using the deep think for this moment. Okay, let me try to figure out what you are asking. Okay, so it's still thinking. So this is more or less like itemizing the thinking process. Okay, so you can see the interesting part is while it is giving us, interacting with us about the thinking, it is actually doing the thinking because right now it is giving us exactly what the content is all about. It's a content that has to do with dam, introduction to dams, and then this is the use of dams, advantages, disadvantages. It's telling us about it, which is a clear focus, that clear sign that it has really gone through the document, and it is even giving us some inferences about what we should expect. Okay, so it's doing the thinking, and then after the thinking it will solve the problem. Just like here, it does the thinking to analyze the question, and then after that it just quickly solves the question. So that is the two way it approaches problems. Okay, let's try another new chat. Okay, so let's in this case, let's remove the deep thinking and let's try something like an image, and let's ask it some questions. This is a simple graph. Let's see if you can import it. It's a graph that talks about the effects of soil addition on maybe reinforced concrete or something. So let's see, what can you tell me about this graph? Okay, let me show you the graph. Okay, so this is it. It's just a simple graph. Effect of soil additives on seedling. Okay, seedling growth. So let's see what it is going to tell us. What can you tell me about this graph? You can see it is giving us exactly what it is, and which is an evidence that you can actually read images. It's a graph that is titled Effect of Soil Additives on Seedling Growth. Illustrate the average height of seedings over a period of 10 weeks, which is so these three different soil conditions are compared: control, soil improver A, soil improver B. Okay, so this is very direct, and this is very exactly what is in there. So you can go ahead and explore it and try different things, different kind of prompts on your own, and see how you can relate with it, and see what images or what experiences you can have. It's very similar to ChatGPT, but there are some caveats to this because it is still at the growing stage. Okay, maybe much later, you are going to have it behave either with same capacity as ChatGPT or even much better. But for me, I think I have a wonderful experience using it. Down over here, you can have these 3 dots on each chart, and you can rename a particular chart to anything. Okay, we can call this ceiling. Yeah, you can rename anything, any chart on your own, as you so wish. All right, so this feature is also available on the mobile phone. If you want to have it, you can just visit your app store and you can just go ahead and download it. Come to your app store, you can just click on it and you can come to the search bar and just search for, you can just go ahead and search for DeepSeek AI. You can see it, DeepSeek V3 AI. You can see it over here. You can go ahead and install it. If you want to read about it, you can read about it, but it's very, very easy. You can install it. It's just 6.21 megabyte. Very easy to install, and you have nearly same experience as the one you have on the system. Okay, so you just give some seconds to finish the installation. Okay, so right now it is done installing. You can just go ahead, click on open to kickstart, agree to the terms and conditions. Of course, you have to log in. All right, and this is DeepSeek. You can see it just like the way you have. You can always start to a new chart with this plus sign, or you can click on these lines to have access to the new chart like we have in the desktop, and you have your chart references to all be here. And then you can set in your profile if you are interested in setting profile. And then over here you can come down, and this is the chat area, just like the way you have on the desktop. You can have the DeepSeek model if you want to use it, or you can use a search, or both of them at the same time. And this way you can type in your message. Let's ask simple question. Can you write an essay about the solar system? Let's hit on enter, and you are going to see the speed at which it is going to write the message. You can see it is writing very, very, very fast our content. Okay, very, very easy, and you can see it is giving us the content, the heart of the solar system, the planets, a diverse family, the Mercury, Venus, Earth, and so on. And over here, you're free to add in different things. You can upload different things like we've explained. You can upload a photo OCR, or an image OCR, or a document, a PDF, or a Word document. It is still going to help you to analyze. Okay, so the features are nearly the same, and you can have access to all of this and play around with it as you so wish. So it's very, very easy. You can see it is giving us the detail. It's even coming down to conclusion and so on. So the text is very, very rich, and you can see down here, you can copy it, you can regenerate this, or you can give them a thumbs up or down, and you can click to have a new chat if this is what you're interested in. All right, sincerely, I would like to appreciate you for getting up to this point to learn about my top 10 AI tools that I think you should know about. These are things that you can learn. You can go ahead and optimize and see how you can use them to your own advantage in your content creation, or in your academic or professional field. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye.